Hey, hey, it's Wednesday and I just got my hair done. What do you think? I'm watching the road. I'm not going to run over anybody. I'm headed over to get some steak fries because I'm making some petite sirloins tonight. And my younger son, asked me if we could have steak fries with them. And I said, sure, but I don't have any at home. So I'm going to run into the Hairless Peter and get me some steak fries. But yes, I just got my hair done. You know, I really like this new lady who's doing my hair. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my old hairdresser too. What do you think? I'm very happy with it. Now, I've explained it before, but they might not have seen it. People ask me, why'd you quit going to your old hairdresser? Because she used to have a shop here, but then she moved out of town. She now works out of her home, but her home is like a 40-minute drive from where I live. Now, back when I only worked part-time, it was no big deal. I could just go on my day off, but it's 40 minutes out there, 40 minutes back, and I would end up being there for like 2.5 hours. So it took up half my day to go get my hair done. And now I work full-time in an office 5 days a week, and it doesn't work for me. And I don't want to go on a Saturday, or so I decided to find somebody closer by. So I found somebody closer by, and I'm so happy. And she charges less than half of what I was paying before, which is amazing. And I really like that because I like saving money. And so I'm very happy. But I was just talking to her. We had that storm come through the other day. What was that? That wasn't yesterday, was it? What shit? Maybe it was. I've lost track of my days. What is this, Wednesday? Whatever day it was. She is still without power. And it's crazy because she doesn't live too far from me. And she said they're not expected to get their power back on until 11 o'clock tonight. And there are like down power lines everywhere around there. There are a couple big trees that fell and knocked the power lines down. And there's even there's a wire. She said her neighbor can't even get out of his house because there's a wire running right across his driveway. I'm assuming they've cut the power to it, but hell, you just always assume it's live. If you see a wire, like that, you don't touch it because maybe it's not disconnected or whatever. Anyway. So it just reminded me, I was bitching because I had to go around and reset all the clocks, like on the microwave and the stove and all that junk. And I was, bitching about having to do that. But hell, she still doesn't have power. She is without power completely, and that just sucks. And I'll think of all the food that's going to spoil. And it's, what I'm saying is be grateful for what you have. Be grateful when you think about the struggles that other people have. Count your blessings and be happy for what you do have. And I will be the first to admit that I don't do that often enough. I should really do it more. And so I'm very grateful today that our power was only out for about an hour. So I guess we were lucky. On over towards High Point, it was worse from what I heard. Southern Roots is my favorite restaurant ever. They lost power for, I think, like 7 hours, and a bunch of their food spoiled, and they could not open for lunch today, but I think they're going to try to be open for dinner. So, well, yeah, if they're going to be open for dinner, they're already open. I'm not going that way, but I did see on Facebook that they lost a lot of refrigerated and frozen stuff, and that sucks, man. So, but they're reopening tonight. But yeah, they lost power for 7 hours. They can just throw everything off. Sorry, I'm tired. But anyway, my makeup got a little messed up. I got wet when she was rinsing my hair, but I'm happy with it. Do you like it? I've been dyeing my hair since I was 21. Well, in my early 20s, late teens, early 20s, I've been dyeing my hair because I started going gray when I was about 21. Both of my parents started going gray in their teens. My brother also started going gray in his teens. I hit it a little bit later. But, yeah, I've been coloring my hair for a long time. why do you color your hair? Because every now and then I'll get that question. I have this one relative that just for some reason has to just get in everybody's business about something. It's like, why do you care? And this relative will always ask me, Marty, why don't you stop coloring your hair? Why do you color your hair? Because I want to. That's it. I do it because I want to. I do what I want, and I want to color it. She's the one that when I had some little blue streaks put in my hair one time, and typical Southern lady. She goes, well, you just don't care what anybody thinks of you, do you? I said, I sure don't, ma'am. I sure don't. You just now noticing that. Bless your heart. Anyway, I told her she should try it. Oh, heavens, no. I wouldn't ever do that to my hair. Anyway. Oh, man, I know. These youngsters today, look what they do. Oh, my goodness. Color's not even found in nature. Ah. Calm down there, Beatrice. That's not her name. But, yeah, anyway. I do what I want. I color my hair because I want to. It's that damn simple. Anyway, I hate to make this so short, but I just wanted to show you my hair. It'll be pretty for about 5 minutes, and then the humidity will zap it, and it won't look pretty anymore. But I got my roots done. I think she does a good job. And, you know, is it just me, or does it look like a slightly different shade of blonde from what the other person did? I don't think it's quite as brassy. I think I like it a little better. There's something a little different about it compared to what and I'm not knocking my previous hairdresser at all. I'm not knocking her at all. But the color is a smidge different, and I think I like it better. I think it looks a little bit more natural. Now, I did have platinum blonde hair when I was a kid. I did. I was blonde, you know, but then it became kind of like a dishwater blonde. It got dark, you know, as I got older, got into my 20s and 30s and started going gray, and it got darker, which is weird. My kids, you know, both of my kids were born with red hair. They both had red hair when they were born. Not a lot, but you could tell they were a red-headed little baby. But then it all changed to blonde, and they had blonde hair. Both of them had blonde hair for a little bit, about this color. And then it changed again, and my younger son's hair is dark red now, and my older son's hair is like a strawberry blonde kind of looking, you know. So it's interesting how your hair changes as you get older. I guess pretty much everybody's hair does that. Not everybody, but I mean, some people, their hair changes. Mine, it was so funny because when I was born, my mom said, you know, the first time she saw me, you know, you're all wet and whatever, and she said my hair looked brown. It looked like I had brown hair, because when my hair's wet, it looks brown. And she thought I had brown hair. And she said, I was so shocked. You know, they took you away to clean you up and do what they do. I was a C-section. My mom was in labor for some ungodly amount of time with my brother before the doctor finally went, you know, some just ridiculously long time. And he finally goes, you know, I think she needs a C-section. Like, you think? Oh, she was in labor some ridiculously, I don't even remember how many hours it was. It was like a whole, I don't even know, like 30 damn hours or something crazy. Maybe longer than that. He can't come out. We need to do a C-section. So with me, they just went ahead and scheduled one, you know. She said, I was in shock because the first time I saw you, you had brown hair, and then they took you away, and then they brought you back. They brought me back this blonde-headed baby, and I said, that's not my baby. Whose kid is that's not my baby? She can't deny me anymore. I'm way too much like my dad's family. No, you got to claim me. I know you don't want to. You got to claim me. I didn't come out like you, but yes, I'm your child. I'm my father's kid. Sorry. Yeah, both of my kids came out with red hair. They sure did, but then it turned blonde, and then it changed again. Anyway, I'm going to go get steak fries, and I'm going to shut up. I'm going to go home and make some petite sirloins and see if my son mowed the yard. I had to get my older son to do the backyard. I was texting him back and forth all morning because I found out they're coming to do, the company that does the treatment on my grass and everything, they're coming to do the insect treatment because I had the army worm incident last year, and I'm trying to avoid that again this year. They're coming out to do my third insect treatment for the year. and I need it mowed before they come. So I told my son, like, you got to mow today. Well, I was going to mow tomorrow. You got to mow today. Got to get it done before they come. And then right after he got done, my younger son was supposed to go out and do the front yard, mow and weed eat and all that. So I got to go home and see if it was done. I know the backyard was done. I'm not sure about the front. I looked in on the camera, but he might have done it when I wasn't looking. I know he was out there. I know there was some activity, but I don't know if he actually mowed or not. And if he didn't mow, I'm gonna have to get ugly. I'm gonna have to be a drill sergeant. See, when you're the only parent, you got to be the bad guy. Sometimes you got to be the hard ass. Every now and then I got to be the hard ass. I don't enjoy it, but you got to do it. So if he didn't do it, he's gonna have to do it anyway. I was going somewhere with that. Yeah, so I'm gonna go home and see if he mowed the yard, and I'm gonna make some little petite sirloins and steak fries and whatever the hell else, maybe a salad or something. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I got in the refrigerator. I'll find something to go with it. But thank you so much for watching. Happy Wednesday, hump day. Woo! It was a pretty good day. I had a good day. And thank you so much for being here. I'm going to try to do the voiceover and do the bowl and nose video tonight, which I got to get home and do that. And so that may be coming on the other channel unless something happens and I end up not doing it. That's the plan for now. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you again soon.